Wednesday, April 19th, 2023. Here with your live show. We're live 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Of course, our best bets are always our premium picks, but I'm always joined here with Chris Ruffalo, who sets the tone, and then the Crane, Rod Zwacky. Chris set the tone yesterday in Toronto. Woof! It was over early. Let's just say no one had to linger. It was 3-0 before you could even get up to get a soda.
Yeah, they put themselves behind the eight ball early. They got back into the game in the second period, but
That was the worst part is that they tried to put like hope back in the fan base, only to see 6 goals posted by the time the second period ended.
Well, they lost their heads. They lost their composure after they took a dumb penalty, and they don't take those penalties. I think we may be having a different conversation. But again, they lost their heads.
Busted up some unders.
Yeah. Well, I mean, thankfully, it's like any bad beat we take when we're betting. It only counts as one game, and now they just got to focus up. And
the pain, suffering, humiliation, and blowing of home ice advantage all rolled into one. We can't minimize that, especially against a team that has gone to the Stanley Cup Finals 3 years in a row. You really needed that momentum, and now that the Lightning have to believe that they control this series, and Maple Leafs are pretty much their bitch at this point. Rod, what do you think?
Oh, okay.
it's tough. It's they're behind the eight ball definitely, and after what I see in that first one, yikes! Let's see if they can pull themselves up off the mat. I don't know. I've yet to see it in my lifetime, so let's see if they can do it this one. But we have seen Tampa give up goals early and often this season, but I don't know. I still think they might have been playing possum. Look at us, we're dead. I don't know. I'd like to see the Leafs pull themselves up off the mat and make it a battle. I don't want to see a blowout. Yuck. Nothing good can come from that.
Well, is there any fingers we can point in this one?
The whole team.
We don't win as a team and lose as a team here at Pick Dogs. We usually like to point out fingers and assign blame. Call some people out in the locker room whose fault it was. Like yesterday, we went for Connor McDavid. We went right after the source, and we'll probably be going after him again tomorrow. So we'll save that one up. But see who we got in this one. Chris, what do you think?
I'm pointing the finger at Michael Bunting. Take that stupid 5-minute penalty in the second period. That's what completely flipped the game on its head. That's what killed the momentum.
I thought the 3 goals in the first period flipped the game on its head. Don't you think when you let the road team score first, it's a really bad sign in the playoffs?
Yeah, but I mean, they came out flat, and we've seen teams do that. We saw it with New Jersey against.
We've seen the Leafs do that in the playoffs.
No, we've seen teams do that. We saw the Devils do that against the Rangers. They had home ice, and they got their teeth kicked in the first period too, and they never recovered. Doesn't mean the Leafs, at least they got back into that game. But then, like I said, you take any sort of momentum, any air out of the balloon when you elbow a guy in the head. You take a 5-minute major and a match penalty. You get ejected, and you give Tampa Bay a 5-minute power play. They're going to score. So
I like to look at the score sheet and especially look at the stats that I don't even understand what they stand for, and then act like I know what I'm talking about. And that is what I do when it comes to the NHL. And we're not going to sugarcoat it either. We're going to take a look at Nylander in the -2, 4 shots on goal. O'Reilly, -2. He did have a goal as well. But then there was Tavares, who was -2. He had 1 assist. And then the real goats, Giordano. Oh, boy, what a mess he was. -2, no shots, no goals, 1 shot. Then Hawley, just basically a donut line. Going all the way across, except for the -2 in the plus-minus. Yeah, it was a debacle. You're right, Chris. It was the whole team that really. Well, Rod blamed the whole team. You blamed Bunting, but Bunting actually, his numbers are really not that bad, except for the 15 penalty minutes.
Right, except for the 15 penalty minute, which was worse. I still think the cross check to the face was the worst penalty. I'm surprised he didn't get 5 for that.
The nice thing about the cross check to the face is the Oilers weren't going to win that game anyway. I mean, in this one, in this one, the Leafs, really, their fans, this was the year, right?
I mean, home ice went back and forth in last year's series. It did go 7 games, so
but the Leafs didn't make the finals last year.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's still a 7-game series, so.
Do they have do they have a place in the trophy case for going 7 games in the series?
No, but you still gotta be able to get to that point. So, I'm not writing them off just yet after 1 game.
I will. I'll do it for you, Chris. Don't. I'll save you. I'll save you the aggravation.
The viewpoints expressed do not express the opinions of this entire panel.
That's okay. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to make things up, state them as fact, and carry on as if I have ever watched 5 seconds of any of these guys play. The only lightning I saw was last year in the last 35 seconds of the final against Colorado when they were counting it down. Then the handshaking after the game. That was the extent of my lightning experience over the last 2 years of hockey. But it was my lock of the century, my dog of the century on YouTube. I called it my dog of the day, and then I said, "This is my dog of the century." That's exactly how it went. Yeah, I think Giordano's got some serious soul searching to do. It's okay. How about Marner? 3 assists, +1 in a game that they got housed. A lot of pluses.
Right. He played good. There's a few good lines. That one line was not good.
Oh, yeah. There's 5 players -2. It's not going to get it done. It's -10 combined. I got that by multiplying 5 times. That's how I did the math. I'll show my work.
I carried the one.
This is my favorite part of hockey, is the disappointment. I'm only here for the disappointment. Because the thing about hockey is, and I've known this my whole life, is that it might not be as popular as some of the other sports, but the people that are into it are way into it. And there are people that only watch hockey and no other sport, kind of like UFC fans. Very, very similar. Where they might not ever watch a football game or basketball game, but they love hockey, and they're like over the top about it, like jersey wearing, fanatics. And but when it comes to like a football game, they could go to the mall, and hit Auntie Anne's pretzels, and be just as happy. There's plenty more disappointment to be had before it's all said and done. Let's see what we got. Chris doesn't really want to discuss it. He wants to move on. He thought I'd gloss over it.
No, I was prepared. I knew it was coming.
Well, listen to this, Chris. I got my Toronto trifecta going on here, right? I had Gausman on Monday. I had the Leafs yesterday, and I got Barrios tonight. It's on the road. We call that the Toronto trifecta.
That's the Toronto rollover.
You know what you call that one, Rod? The peanut butter and jelly and peanut butter.
The peanut butter, right.
Yeah. It's one nice sandwich. Wait a minute. Do you have crunchy and smooth peanut butter on the same sandwich? In fact, I do.
Hold on.
In fact, I do.
You rebel.
Is that grape jelly or grape jam? Who the hell do you think you're talking to?
It's grape jelly. Concord grape jelly.
9 minutes and 47 seconds in. Not even a whisper of a pick. All right, we've got the Hurricanes against the Islanders. We got the Bruins and the Panthers. the Stars against the Smudge, and the 0-1 Oilers against the 1-0 Kings. Chris?
Oh man. Well, I'm going to go to the over.
4-3 in the series for the.
Yeah, and that's exactly where I'm going. I'm going back to the well with that over in that Kings and Oilers matchup. I think it's going to be another back and forth game. I'm back to not really being able to trust the goaltending on either side in that game. I do think that the Oilers were in control of that one. Unfortunately, though, they still gave up 4 goals in that one. I think they could give up 3 here again. I think that the Kings definitely capable of giving up 3. I don't know why Jonas Korpisalo is still their starting goalie for the series, but either way, works out for me. I'm still going to roll with the over 6.5 in this one. I think we get to at least 7 goals here.
Well, let's talk about the elephant in the room, and that would be Connor McDavid's playoff numbers career. What do you think? I mean, he does the disappearing act. Chris, you got to take over this. I actually have to take this call, if you can believe that or
not. He does. How many playoff games does he have? Honestly, I haven't looked at that number.
All right, now I actually have to look it up. Hold on. You want to give out your? How many playoff games does he have? You want to give out your pick?
While you're looking at While you're looking that up, we're going to go with the under between the Wild and Dallas. We've seen a 2-2 overtime game in game number 1, and that was one heck of a battle. Hard-hitting, low-scoring, same type of thing. I like the under 5.5 in that one. I would even sprinkle a little bit that this game goes to overtime again. That's plus 330 on that one. But I like the under as the better play. I think goals come very tough to come by in that one. Both goalies played very well between the Wild and Dallas. I think we get the same type of thing. 3-2 final in that one. If we even get to 3-2, could be 2-1.
So from what I'm seeing here, it is playoff career, 37 games, 21 goals, 34 assists. It's for 55 points. And that would be what?
In 30 games? That's almost a point in a
No, 37. So
37 games at 55 games. So that's over a point a game. That's
what are we talking about? Connor McDavid's playoff stats?
Yeah. 55 points. 55 points in 37 games.
In 37 games. That's over a point a game.
What's his record? What's his record?
Playoff. Okay,
wins, loss. The one that matters. The stat that matters the most.
It's not his record though.
Yes, it is his record. Oh, yes, it is. Oh, it's his record, all right. It's his record. Then whose record is it? If it's not his record,
it's the team record.
No, what
it's
if
not his record either. It's a team.
So like Ray Bork, who played on the Avalanche and the Bruins, it's not his record. Or what about a guy like
no, because they don't
played on like a bunch of different teams.
They don't give you stats on. Good luck finding that stat, anyways. You're gonna have to look up Oilers' record. You're not gonna be able to find Connor McDavid's playoff wins and losses because they count that as a team.
He played in one game this year. He's 0-1 in that one, and then he played in 16 games last
year. That's a stat they just don't keep. They're not keeping. How many playoff games? Well, we know how many games he's played in and how many wins and losses he have. You have to look at the Oilers with Connor McDavid.
Well, we got time, Rod. I got no plans today. I got a full day of afternoon baseball scheduled on my TV, and then I'll be watching the Kings tonight. So let me see what we got.
Well, we can tell you. You don't even have to look. I can tell
you. I'll be cuddling up with my LA Kings. I got my Luke Robitaille jersey ready.
There have been 2 guys for years.
Old school Kings.
I'm going to say at least 10 years we've had 2 guys. We've had 2 guys. Since we've had McDavid and Draisaitl, that's all we've had. We haven't had enough pieces to go with them. But this year we've got 10 guys at about 10 goals.
They got their ass kicked. I mean, they blew home advantage.
Well, what game are you watching? You must be knocking Tampa Bay beating up on the Leafs 7-3. Last I seen, the Oilers made it to overtime and took a dumb penalty and lost in overtime.
I'm not going to sit here and let you badmouth Kevin Gausman like this. I mean, you got the wrong guy.
Kevin Gausman, that's an ass kicking. He got his ass kicked.
This is the wrong show.
Career record in playoff games with McDavid in the lineup, 16-21.
There you go. 5 games under. He's a stiff.
I said it was going to be a losing record. I said that.
Yeah, it was
a losing record.
What's Mean Joe Green's record in playoff games? Steelers. Who would you rather have, Mean Joe Green or Connor McDavid?
Can Green skate?
Imagine Mean Joe Green.
I don't think he needs to.
He's just gliding around on the skates and throwing the body into the boards.
Just intimidation, right? Oh my God, it's Mean Green. That's what the Leafs needed. They just need him standing in front of the net. I'm going to say Connor McDavid gets a goal tonight.
I'm going to say Mean Joe Green had a better playoff record.
So 15 and, what did you say, 15 and 21? So 15
No
and
way.
21.
I think the Kings have this figured out. I think the Kings got this all figured out.
Yeah, they're going to try.
They take McDavid out.
McDavid's very...
they make anybody else beat them.
McDavid doesn't. He's not. He changes things up. He's not going to do the same thing he did in Game 1. He looks at tape. He's McDavid's. No, he's not. He's not a stiff. He's the best in the league. He's going to change it up.
He's the best in the league.
He is the best in the league. He's going to win the. He's going to win the Hart Trophy for the best in the league.
He's the best in the league.
Best in the league. Players will vote it too.
Best in the league.
He's going to be the best. Yeah. He'll get voted in as the best player in the league and win the trophy, as voted by his peers.
Not voted by us.
He'll be voted by his peers in the NHL. And, he'll
Chris, what do you think about this? He's muted.
He's muted.
See, that's how little I want to get in the middle of you two right now. I don't want to be the.
Well, you get the number 1 overall draft choice in the NHL. You can take any player you want to start your team.
Connor McDavid.
Really?
Yeah. Single. As a singular player, I don't think there's anyone more talented in the NHL.
This is how you end up losing 7-3 on opening night. This is how you end up losing 7-3 because. It's clearly the whole game just passed you by. You want the guys that win games. Like if you look at Tom Brady and his skill set in the NFL, didn't really have it. And Joe Montana, same thing. But you look at these guys and they just find a way to win, and that's who you want. And those who are the best players are the guys that win games because the whole point is to win the game and win championships. So far, Connor McDavid has 0, and he's 0-1 in this year's playoffs. They got stomped in Game 1 at home. They got smoked.
That's fair, but
if
you're asking me which player,
2007.
Well, let's look at it. Let's look at it in a way maybe that our viewers will understand. What were the odds on Edmonton in Game 1? -200 range.
That was under that. Didn't hit -200. It's -200 this game. I think it was -190.
190.
It might have went up. It might have went up. Might have went up on over 200.
Yeah. So that's like losing 2 games. It's really down 0-2. Yeah. -1. So the Kings were +194. Edmonton was -219 when the puck dropped. It's like losing 2.2 games. It's 2.2 to 0. It's a negative.
Good thing they don't keep score that way.
Oh, I do. Boy, it really went down the toilet on that ugly bitch. All right. Which games did you take? Because I'm up.
I took the Oilers and Kings game.
What'd you take?
I took the Stars.
The Kings?
I took the over.
I agree with Chris. I like the Kings. I also like the Islanders on the puck line. I'm going to parlay those two up. Be sure to watch my Dog of the Day video today as well. Once again, we're skating from with our dog of the day yesterday, hitting my dog of the century pick. You can go back and listen to it. I say it in the video. This is my dog of the century, Tampa Bay Lightning. And today, not quite as strong as yesterday, but I still feel pretty comfy in my jammies, taking the LA Kings on the road to take a 2-0 lead back to LA. I think they, guys like McDavid, they get hit and that's it. They kind of just cower.
That's not happening. You guys aren't going down 0-2 in this one. I'm sorry.
All right.
No chance.
Well, care to bet Chris on that one?
Hey, whoa.
What? Why did you do?
Care to bet Ruffalo? I don't know. $85 on that.
Is that what I'm worth? $85?
No, you're betting him. I'm brokering your bet between you two.
It's like all of a sudden,
I'll go 200.
It's like all of a sudden Edmonton wins game 2, and I'm showing up in a box like a mail order bride at Rod's doorstep.
I like the Kings, but I like it better with your money.
I like it to bet with your money better. I feel way more comfortable positioned that way.
I'm taking the Kings anyway. I've already bet it. I'm taking my Toronto money. I'm rolling it over.
Right? Me too.
I didn't bet that much I didn't bet enough on that one because it's hockey. But now I'm starting to build it up. My rollover, my ladder bet. Just biting his lip.
I lost so much with the Leafs. I learned you just bet against them, and then that way you have a smile on your face. So if the Leafs lose, hey, you got money in your pocket. You're like, yeah.
Well, we'll be cashing on the Kings tonight.
I don't think so.
They know they can beat them. They've got the strategy in place. They know how to.
Well, they know they can. They can attempt to.
What?
They can definitely attempt to, but they can attempt to. We handed you that game one.
Is Campbell starting? Campbell starting?
I hope so. When Campbell plays, the others play so much better. Because they know they have to play better in front of him. He's got 20 wins. Go ahead. Put Campbell in net. I'm excited. I'd rather have Campbell in net because
we got
the
48
have
wins.
to play better.
We got 48 wins.
When they have Campbell in net. Because you got to score more goals. So I love it. You got to put Campbell in. Come on, boys. Put Campbell in net, boys.
We've got Robitaille.
What? Luke's going to fight?
It's like the only Kings player I know. That's all I got. It's like he's been retired for 19 years, at least.
I think so. Marcel Dion's coming out of retirement too.
Don't know him.
He's a King guy. He's probably the biggest King name. He's back from the day when Kings were in the yellow and purple.
Formerly of the California Seals.
I wouldn't doubt he was.
Major League Baseball, daytime, weekday sports. That's what it's all about. Levi Stout's making an appearance today, Chris. It's close to Levi Pale Ale up against Drew Rasmussen in Cincinnati. You've got Spencer Turnbull on the mound against Cal Quantrill. The Tigers taking the Guardians behind the woodshed yesterday for sweeping that series. And then Trevor Rogers continues his comeback player of the year campaign up against the Giants and Alex Cobb. Rod?
And for me in that one, I will take Trevor Rogers over the Giants in that one. His first couple starts of the year were shaky. His last one was good, so he's slowly improving, which is what you want to see. Didn't give up. He only gave up one walk, gave one earned run, went 6 innings. Didn't give up a home run like he did in the first 2 starts against Arizona, and I think he can snag the win here. He got the win last time against the Diamondbacks 5-1. I like him here. Give me the Marlins on that one.
Would you parlay that up with the Kings?
No, I would not. That's a foolish bet.
All right. I'll go with the Reds against the Rays. Gonna take Luke Stout. I think when you bring up these guys that look horrible in the minors, usually there's a method to the madness. And yeah, we'll reverse puck line that Kings Cody Price. I'm in with you. Didn't take much to talk me into it. Might as well get that one in.
Just suggest it.
Might as well get that one in now before the line moves.
Should have jumped on that with us with the Jets yesterday on the drive-thru. It was a good one.
Rod's giving out yesterday's winners. Just because I take the sign, just because I take the sign down, Rod thinks that.
See, that's why. Oh, I forgot the sign. Mine was down, so I threw it out there. I knew it was good.
They're so good. I've had the Diamondbacks both days against the Cardinals. Premium picks. I paid like $170 yesterday. That was a beauty. Nice. Against Jordan Montgomery. What a stiff that guy is. I haven't seen an overrated stiff like that since Monday's Edmonton Kings game. Connor McDavid was -2. Let's take a look at that reverse puck line and see what the hell's
going on. Probably get a +3, almost 3 times your money on that one. Like yesterday, for sure. As a dog. Oh yeah.
They won't give it to me. They won't give it to me.
Someone's watching, going, no. Here it comes.
No, let's see. No, they might have it. They might have it other ways here. Let's see. No, they're not. They won't give me the bet. They know. They know. They know. Yeah, maybe they'll let me do it later. I have like all kinds of book restrictions on these online sports books. You got all kinds of restrictions. Like they don't throw you out. They like reduce your like at some of them they don't throw you out. They reduce you to like your maximum bet is like 85 cents or something. So it's like you're not throwing out, but you can only bet 85 cents, no parlays. It's like they only want people who bet recreationally. In other words, people who suck at it. We don't want your business. I love that. It's like we don't want your business. It's only for recreational bettors. Oh, people that lose, right? Yes. That's exactly what we're saying.
You bring it up in like a meeting. So you just want people who lose?
Like, yeah, if you know anyone, we're one of those online sports books will let you bet like $50,000 or something on a game. They're not good. It's like they don't. There's no way. Like people are like, they ask me in Vegas, oh, they must comp you, they must do whatever. I'm like, you kidding? They
roll out the red.
They put me in like the coldest, oldest, crappiest room, and I'm paying for it. It's like. Anyways, I'm taking the Reds. Who'd you take, Chris?
Well, I guess that leaves with the Guardians and the Tigers, and I'll take the over 8 in that one. Kyle Quantrill hasn't been very good this season. Neither has Spencer Turnbull outside of the one start against Toronto last time up, and these are two teams that used a fair amount of bullpen arms yesterday. I think the bullpens are going to be overworked, and probably means extended innings from Quantrill and Turnbull. So I think that leads us to a bit of a higher scoring game here. I like the over.
Butch Goring did time in LA, according to Jim. Rogie Vachon of Slapshot fame.
Rogie.
Oh, Rogie Vachon. Sounds like the wrestling Vachon brothers, Mad Dog Vachon. He used to bite their face. I'm gonna bite you. Oh yeah? How about if I chew on your forehead? Islanders legend Butch Goring. Yep. Too bad Romanelli's not here to discuss Connor McDavid's playoff win-loss record. What's more important, playoff wins and losses or playoff losses and wins? Well, it's not Ron's Rundown in the chat. It's Ron Romanelli of the Rundown fame. He also does Ron's Bank Shop Breakdown. He's a two-timer. All right, fine. Let's get on to the next set of games. Jake Woodford's got the bump against Madison Bumgarner. Ooh, Bumgarner. Tough to digest that one. You've got Brady Singer against Martin Perez in Kansas City as the Royals host the Rangers. The Royals, a tidy 4-14 on the season, yet favored in this game. And then you've got the White Sox up against the Phillies. Chris's homeboy, Taijuan Walker, on the hill there for the Phillies. Up against Mike Clevenger. Is it me?
Mm-hmm.
It's you.
It's not me, it's you. I'll take the White Sox with Clevenger over Taijuan Walker. I know it's pre-All-Star break, so that's when Walker is capable of getting a batter out. But I just don't think it happens. I think Clevenger's still got some gas left in the tank. He's a better pitcher than people give him credit for. We're getting him as a mild home dog here. The White Sox, they took it on the chin against the Phillies early, but they didn't just lay down. They beat up on Zach Wheeler for a little bit. And then, I'm going to take taking the Chicago White Sox because they're my favorite team. So if Rod can take the Oilers, even though they're dead in the water against the Kings, because they're his favorite team, I can take the White Sox because they're my favorite team, even though they have no bullpen whatsoever. Chris?
But who gives up more run? Who's going to give up more? The White Sox? Or the Kings?
Edmonton?
No, Kings.
Edmonton.
Because they're taking the Kings. So who gives up more goals?
Edmonton.
Or can the Oilers outscore them both combined?
I'll broker a bet between you and Ruffalo on that one too.
Look at Ruffalo making all these bets today. Woo!
I would take that action.
We have to find a number though.
Well, all it's going to take is one or two goals by the Kings, and I'll be the winner there.
I'm going to roll with the Texas Rangers here. I thought Kansas City's best shot to win in this series was yesterday. Brad Keller on the mound, and they got their teeth kicked in there. Now all of a sudden, 1-11 at home this season. Yeah, it's not good. Martin Perez, the better starter here, with the better lineup behind him. And Perez, the Rangers 9-0 in his last 9 starts on the road against a team with losing records. So I'll roll with the Texas Rangers in this one.
Stop picking on the Royals. Rod?
Well, I guess that leaves me this Arizona and the Cardinals. And you know what? I'm going to take Baumgartner and Arizona. We've been rolling along, and Woodford is just as bad as Baumgartner. 0-2, 5.65 ERA, 1.74 WHIP. Average inning, he goes about 4 innings if he's lucky. Take the over in this one as well. I think runs come early and often, but when it comes down to it, Arizona wins this late in this battle and gets another win over the Cardinals. Make it 3 straight. Can't take the Cardinals. I'm not laying minus 200. Yuck.
With the Cardinals?
Yeah, it's minus 200 with the Cardinals. That's no thanks. I'll take a shot with Arizona.
Why don't you take a shot with Arizona?
I will.
You should parlay it up with the
I don't think
Kings.
either of those pitchers equate.
You parlay it up with the Kings. All right. I think the Kings bid is wearing thin till tomorrow. Got the Dodgers and the Mets got the Rockies and the Pirates, and the A's and the Cubs. Chris, that's you.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll with the New York Mets here. I like at least I'm gonna roll. Excuse me, I'm gonna roll with them in the first 5. I like the Mets to these come out strong behind Max Scherzer. Problem for me with the Mets is their bullpen is the weakness of this team. So I think that at least Scherzer can hold down the Dodgers early as a solid mark. Going back his last few starts against the Dodgers, a sub-2 ERA, and I think the Mets at least take it on the money line the first 5 before the bullpens get involved. So give me the New York Mets in the first 5.
We heard a lot about the Dodgers taking a step back this year, and I think we're really actually seeing it. And I think a lot of people, even though they heard this before the season, they didn't actually believe it, and that's why you hear this, read all the stunned comments from the Ronniaks and the rundown. Dodgers kill me, man. They're going on my do not bet list. Busted up my 9 pick. You think the Leafs are going to be mad next time?
I think the only people that they can be mad at are themselves.
I'm mad at myself. I say that all the time. Rod, what do you got?
Well, I'm gonna go with the Pirates over the Rockies. Rockies with 5 wins on the year, and Austin Gomber's getting a start. He's given up 5 runs, 3 runs. Hasn't went more than 6 innings since his first start, all equating to 3 Colorado losses. And Oviedo is definitely the better pitcher in this one. And I think the Pirates get another win over Colorado. Colorado's definitely going to battle Oakland for the worst in the league so far.
Who would you rather have, Austin Gomber or Nolan Arenado? I mean, that was a trade.
Yeah.
That was, right?
Arenado in a heartbeat.
That was the trade.
Yeah, Arenado, yeah.
It's got to leave a mark.
It's still leaving a mark. I thought you said we were getting Gumby, not Gomber.
Might as well have gotten Gumby at that point.
You might well, yeah. Probably would have done better.
All right, who do I got here? So that leaves me, the A's and the Cubs. I guess I'll go with the under in this one. We saw only 4 runs yesterday, and these A's games have actually gotten to be very, very low scoring recently. I see no reason to get off the snide here. You know, the A's have played. Not only are they a 3-15 team, they've played 11 home games. You know, out of all these, so they're not just stinking it up; they're doing it at home. Not easy to do. I'll take the under in the A's Cubs. Got the Mariners and the Brew Crew. Got the Padres and the Braves, and the Orioles and the Nationals. Rod?
And in these ones, I'll take the Braves to be up on the Padres again. I know Charlie Morton's on the mound, but that's okay. He's better than Nick Martinez. Martinez loves to issue the walk. He's given up 10 walks in his 3 starts. He definitely walk prone again here, and that's not good with the Braves lineup. I think they crush a couple out of the park and blow this one open. Give me the Braves. Beat up on the Padres.
I'll take the Nationals against the Orioles. I like Mackenzie Gore. I think he pitched really well last time out. I think, it's going to be a little bit of an, ride with him because he is good. And I think he's going to be fine today against his Orioles lineup. The Orioles might get to them late. It might be a little bit of the issue, but I'll take the Nationals. Take a shot on them, plus money at home. Chris?
Yeah, that leaves you with the Mariners and the Brewers. And I'm going to go with the over here. These are 2 teams that necessarily don't hit left-handed pitching all that well. But, these are just two starters I don't struggle. I don't don't love to back two struggling starters. Eric Lauer and Marco Gonzalez, both capable of giving up 4 or 5 runs in a start. Both have ERAs up over 4 this season. Eric Lauer with a 5.29 ERA, a 1.57 WHIP. I think it's just a spot where both starters get batted around here and pushes us to an over. I think 8 too low for this matchup, so give me the over 8 between the Brewers and Mariners.
All right. This is to our final segment of Major League Baseball for today. Angels and the Yankees, Red Sox and the Twinkies, and the Rastros and the Blue Jays. That would be me, right?
Mm-hmm.
What was that, Chris? That's really good.
Yep.
I need a little bit more enthusiasm.
Yep.
I'm gonna take the Astros here against the Blue Jays. I love fading Jose Barrios and Toronto teams in general. I think that what we see from the Astros is losing 2 games in a row isn't something that they do too often. So while they're hardly at full strength or anything like that, or the team that we'll see in a few months, they haven't been very good. But I think they're good enough here. I'm gonna take the Astros.
Yeah, I'll take the over between the Angels and the Yankees. Johnny Brito got lit up in his last start. First time we'll have to see if he can bounce back, but I don't think he's going to be able to do a whole lot against this Angels lineup that's still obviously fully capable of putting up runs in bunches. We saw it with Ohtani homering yesterday. Still put up 5 runs in that game. I think could have another 5-4, maybe even 6-5 kind of game. I'm not trusting Griffin Canning after 1 start. Is still second start since mid-2021 against the Yankees, who can go bombs away as well. So I think 9, just a bit too light. I think this game gets into double digits. I like the over between the Angels and the Yankees.
Would you parlay that up with the Kings?
You're twisting my arm, and I have to. Fine.
Rod?
And that leaves me with the Twins. I'm going to take the Twins here in this one. Corey Kluber has gotten clubbed early this season, early and often. He's given up 4 home runs in his 3 starts, 0-3, 6.92 ERA with a 1.46 WHIP. Twins are going to eat him for lunch. Take the Twins in the first 5 and full game. They beat up on the Red Sox in that one. The Bucks did hit a home run too.
Really one of the horrible beat for me yesterday. It was just one of those bad beats. I had the Twins yesterday. That was
bad beats, yeah.
Bad way to lose. I mean, it wasn't like a fluke-ish weird to get in. It was just a bad way to lose, man. I hate when they put in a reliever who just sucks. Nothing worse, man.
Sucks.
Just leave him in there to labor.
Right? They just watch him too. It's almost look at him, he's laboring. Should we pull him out? Nah, let's watch him sweat some more.
It's got me muttering under my breath. Are you muttering? Oh, I'm muttering.
Not the muttering.
All right, we'll go to the NBA. And where the NBA's made it crystal clear, the first round is only about the money. It's just there to sell more tickets. Lakers against the Grizz. Chris?
Oh man, I'll lean towards the Grizzlies here. They've been able to win without John Morant in the past, and I don't think this Memphis team wants to go down 0-2. Just with how well the Lakers have been playing,
they don't want to go down 0-2? I mean, how sure are you of that? Because it sounds like you're on the fence with it.
They don't want to go down
0-2. I mean, what kind of statement is that? They really want to win.
All right, they don't want to go down 0-2, and they don't want to go down to 0-2 to the Lakers, who are playing some of their best basketball this season right now. They've won before without John Morant, so I think they can do it here as well. I'm taking the Memphis Grizzlies. Don't lose back-to-back games at home.
Rod, what do you think?
And I like the under in that game. I know the Grizzlies play a whole lot of better defense when Ja's not in the lineup. So I think we got a better defensive battle on our hands in that one, and we get ourselves an under. You look at head to head, and definitely trends to the under. Didn't trend to the under in game one, but definitely this one it will be going under 9-1 the last 11 meetings in Memphis to that under. Too many points. Take the under.
Taking the Lakers. This was LeBron's time. First round of the playoffs. Never really been a first round and out type guy. Always been a first round, take care of business, move on, get some rest in between type guy. I like the Lakers here. I think Memphis, they not only need John Morant, they need Steven Adams and help in order to get past the Lakers here. We saw the Lakers look good and bad over the course of the season, but it's playoff time. I don't want to go against Anthony Davis and LeBron James. I'd feel stupid if I lost. I would feel like an idiot. Be like, oh yeah, betting a guy. It's like, what was your worst bet of the day? It was like, how about betting against LeBron James and Anthony Davis at a playoff game when John Morant and Steven Adams are out for the other side? Yeah, that was a good one. Nah, I'm not gonna fall for it. I'm gonna take the Lakers because they really want this one. They really want to win this one, Rod.
They do.
They really want to win this one. The Grizzlies are mad.
Mad.
They're mad. Edmonton's mad because they lost that first game. They're mad.
It's scary because AD is one ankle tweak away from being out for the rest of the season. That's all.
That's his story of his career.
That's his career, right? Exactly. It is.
Well, Rod, it's the Bucks against the Heat. It's all on you.
Yeah, the Bucks against the Heat. Well, I'm gonna take the Heat plus the points. Giannis is definitely questionable for this one with that back injury, and we see what the Heat did in Game 1. I think they can do it again to keep this close. I don't know if they outright them and actually outright and get the win and go up 2-0, but definitely going to battle, and Jimmy Buckets will be there making Milwaukee sweat. That's for sure. So give me the Heat plus the points.
I like the under. I think they're going to beat up on each other. Physical game.
Physical game, yeah, like it was at
Physical.
First.
Physical, like Olivia Newton-John physical. They're going to get physical. Chris?
And we'll roll with the Bulls and the points as well. Giannis, I'm seeing him listed as doubtful. I think that he can try to control the pace again here and make it a slower pace game. They were the second slowest team in the NBA this season. It's not often we saw the Heat score 130 points in a game. I think they try to slow down the Bucks here. Lower scoring game, but I think the Heat definitely have a shot to win this one outright. So I'll take the Heat. This could be the Bulls game. The Heat have a shot to win this one with the
hell are you talking about? Just
I don't know.
Out. Kings.
Heat and the points.
Kings. Chicken Nuggets against the Timberwolves. I'm going to go with the Chicken Nuggets here, man. It's playoff time. It's Minnesota. I mean, what more do you have to say? I think what the Nuggets made clear in Game 1 is they're a way better team than most people gave them credit for because they did kind of stumble in the middle of the season. But we haven't seen the Nuggets like in the playoffs with everybody healthy in years. I mean, really, years since everyone's been healthy in the playoffs. And Jamal Murray, who I've been, a big fan of for a very long time, showing everybody why I supported him through thick and thin, and had nothing but nice things to say about him on all these shows throughout the years, as much as everybody else tried to put him down. I love him. He's a great player. Taking the Nuggets. Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Nuggets in the over here. I think the Timberwolves couldn't play any worse than they did in Game 1. I think they get some scoring back here, but I think this one's all Nuggets as well. They've won the last couple meetings in Denver handily. I look for this game to be no different. Excuse me. I look for the Nuggets to win this one by double digits in a high scoring game. So give me the Nuggets and the over.
It's weird because I like pretzels, but I don't really like pretzel nuggets. But I like chicken, and I like chicken nuggets. I prefer the regular. I like of course the soft dough pretzel is optimum. I like a pretzel stick, but I only like those in the individual served bags. And then I also like pretzel twists, and then sourdough pretzel twists, like the larger, like the real crunchy ones. Those are nice. But yeah, I'm not a big pretzel nugget fan. How about like at some of the places they have it filled with peanut butter pretzel nugget?
Right? Some of them have cheese. Like you get a peanut butter pretzel nugget, and then I've seen a cheese nugget pretzel.
Jay Briggs frowning on my Jamal Murray love. Thanks, just because he was hating on him all season, that I was part of that mob mentality. My best bets are always my premium picks. So if that's what you're looking for, you can find them over at our website, pickdogs.com. Click on the premium picks tab. Same with Chris and same with Rod. We just give opinions on this show. Some of them we feel stronger about. Some of them we feel less strong about. Some of them we just say just to get under the other guy's skin. I do whatever it takes. I take one for the team. But I'm not going to sit here and let Chris badmouth Jamal Murray again. It's not going to happen. We've heard far too much of it this season. I told you this guy could play. He just was injured. The thing that I really like about Jamal Murray is his shot selection and his unselfishness. Rod, what do you think of this one?
So I'm gonna go with the what does Jay call it? The House of ill. How does he say it? I'm gonna go with the Timberwolves here, plus the points in this one. I think they can show a better effort than what they did in the first game. And,
how much money are you putting on it? How much are you betting on this game?
Yeah, I'm gonna put $50 on it.
Right,
I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna throw all the bank.
How about this? Take the $50, hand it to Chris. He'll kick you in the nuts, and we'll save you all the entire. We'll save you the entire night of having to sit there and watch this. Because that's what betting on the Timberwolves.
I thought you wanted me to. I actually thought you were going to say take the Timberwolves and parlay it up with the Kings.
No way. Why would you ruin your perfectly good Kings bet? Just give Chris the $50. He'll kick you in the nuts, and that's it.
I'm going to go with Minnesota. This just is like a spot that you figure that the
parlay him up with Edmonton.
I will. Timberwolves plus the points. Oilers. I will. All
right. It's been a fun show. Parlay time. I tell you, the NHL playoffs, it's just a different game here at Pick Dogs. It's entirely different. It's like Rod and Chris actually take it seriously. I take it to a whole new level of not seriously.
Right. Our team's lost. We're all bummed. Chris, I'm not bummed. I think we can come back. We're not dead yet.
Chris, who's your parlay?
Parlay, I'll go with the Rangers. I'll go with the Heat plus the points, and I'll go with the Nuggets laying the points.
And for me, well, I'm going to take, as Jay says, the House of Disappointment plus points. I'm going to parlay that up with with the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Atlanta Braves. 3-team.
I'm going to take the Kings, parlay it up with the White Sox, Kings, Astros reverse run line, and the Jamal Murray over total points. Over on points, rebounds, and assists. How about that? I'm just a fan. Anyways, thanks everyone for joining us. Make it a winning day. We appreciate each and every one of you. I'm going to wear my Jamal Murray Kershaw style shirt.